What's going on, guys? It's Argon here. Today I saw something that kind of got me a little triggered, so I wanted to talk to you guys about it. It's nothing COD related, so enjoy the gameplay in the background, but hopefully you guys enjoy. But what I want to talk to you about today is, if you followed the presidential election last year, which, let's be honest, who really hasn't, you probably know who Bernie Sanders is. Now, if you guys know anything about Bernie Sanders, you know that basically he was a big supporter of, maybe you want to call it, I don't want to call it socialism, but basically he wanted to spread the wealth. He wanted to tax the rich people a lot and give a lot of that money back to people with less money. He was just a big supporter of keeping things equal, wealth distribution, or wealth redistribution, they kept calling it. And for people that are rich, obviously that doesn't sound very appealing. So for people with not a lot of money, that sounds like a really awesome deal, right? But for people that have a lot of money, that doesn't seem too appealing at all. And if you were rich, maybe you would be feeling the same way as him. So anyway, today I was looking over some insurance coverages for health insurance, and basically what I saw was the prices for health insurance varied depending on how much money you made. So basically, if you made, X number of dollars to pay insurance for you and your family, you had to pay a certain amount of money a month. However, if you made 3 times that much money, your cost for the exact same coverage for you and your family was 3 times as much as it was if you didn't make that much money. And it got me thinking, it got me really, honestly, very annoyed. I'm not in that category to have to suffer with paying that much more, but to think that I have to pay 3 times more money than somebody for the exact same thing just doesn't make any sense to me. Let me back up a little bit. If you guys aren't familiar with how insurance works, at least in the US, let me give you an example of auto insurance. Basically, if you have a car, you pay $40,000 for the car, and you buy insurance and you pay $100 a month to say if anything goes wrong with it or breaks or gets, destroyed or totaled, whatever, the insurance company will pay that back to you. There's always a risk that you don't have anything happen, in which case they don't pay you anything and you continue to pay them monthly. That's how insurance works. However, in auto insurance and almost every single insurance product out there, the more of a risk you are to the insurance company, the more they're going to charge you. If you're a young person, if you have a bad driving record, if you live in a bad part of town, these all factor into how much they charge you. So that makes sense. If you're a risk and the likelihood that the insurance company is going to have to pay out for you, you should have to pay more. That makes total sense. So if we take that analogy over to the health insurance industry, the more of a sick risk you are for them, basically the more likely you are to end up in the hospital, need surgeries, whatever, the more you should pay in your insurance premiums. Doesn't make sense, doesn't it? However, what they're saying is, I'm only going to charge you more because you make more. It has nothing to do with the fact that you're less healthy than the other people. Absolutely nothing. In fact, it's more likely that somebody with less income is actually going to be more of a risk for health risks anyway. They're more likely to be overweight, eat unhealthy, smoke, drink, etc. It's facts. So the lower income you have, the more likely of a risk you are for health issues, the more you should pay. However, this is saying it's the exact same opposite. Now, let me switch this example over to a YouTube case. Take, for example, Nate Shot. Who doesn't love Nate Shot, right? Nate Shot's been at YouTube for 7 years, maybe more to be honest. He's doing real well for himself. He's made it very big off YouTube. Now, what would happen if now that he's very successful, not only has he made it big, but most of us have actually watched him get to that level. We've seen him in his parents' house. We've watched his mother pass away. We've grown to love the guy. We've seen him go to the optic house. We've seen him move to LA. We've seen all this. We know what he's put himself through and the risks he's taken, not going to college, committing his life to playing Call of Duty. All these risks that we've seen him take to put off his future for the potential to get where he's at today. He could have very easily never made it to where he's at today, and he would be just a washed up pro that doesn't make a lot of money anymore, and he's 5 years behind the schedule for having to go to college. That's a very likely risk that he took, and it actually cashed out for him. But I'm losing my train of thought here. My point is, you have a guy that's succeeding off of YouTube. And the only reason I'm bringing up his track record is so that you guys can see that you know what he's been through to get where he's at today. You kind of understand his struggle and the fact that he's earned what he's got. Now, if YouTube said, hey, guess what, Nate Shot, you're gonna have to start sharing your YouTube revenue with all the other YouTube channels that have less than 10,000 subscribers. Sounds great to me, right? Argon, who has 2,000 subs at the moment, that sounds awesome. I'll take this money, why not? However, I didn't do anything to earn them. I just started doing YouTube this year. Who am I to say that I deserve that money, right? Doesn't make any sense. So the point is, why would we want to make him give up what he's earned just because he makes more than the rest of us? Does that make any sense? Same logic. Just because I make more money, why do I have to pay more in insurance when I'm not even a risk to you? So that's kind of it, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think. I know this is obviously not a COD topic, and it's obviously very controversial. People have their opinions. You know, it depends on a lot of things what you base your opinion on, but you know, let me know what you think. Keep it respectful in the comment section. If you like this kind of video, let me know. I'll make some more. I have a lot of opinions I'd be happy to share. But either way, if you did, leave a like. But either way, if you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like. If you haven't yet, don't forget to subscribe. And if you're not following me on social media, make sure you do. All the links are in the description of this video. And as always, guys, my name is Argon, and I will see you next time. Peace.